Rob and Christina, I really appreciate you guys taking a few minutes today. One of the reasons I do this is there are a lot of people out there who have thought about the idea of getting help with their business, but they don't know me like you know me. They don't have the experience that you have. So I like to just interview people who I've worked with and people who will volunteer and talk about some of the results that we've got. And, is coaching worth it and does it really help? So let me just let you introduce your company and what you do. And then if it's okay with you, we'll jump in and get started.
We are Weather Roofing. We are a local roofing company that we do residential roofing and repairs and gutters as well. And I am the general manager of the company, and Rob is and the owner.
We are a fully licensed residential roofer in North and South Carolina, and we really just love what we do. We lead with technology. A lot of the times, it's what we're known for is our drone technology, and they fly themselves and find damage, and we help people with their roofs through insurance. So we're like insurance specialists, but we do it all with leading with love, and our values really lined up well with Action Coach.
It's a pleasure to work with you guys because I've said this before. I really only like to work with good guys. I don't want to help bad guys win. So it's been mutual. The thing that people want to know when they watch interviews like this or testimonials like this is how has coaching helped you measurably? And then, what are some of the intangibles, some of the other things that as we've worked together, it's really helped you out?
I mean, it's really helped us in so many different levels. It's, you can try to start a business from scratch like we did, and you can think that you have it all covered, but boy, isn't it nice to have an extra set of eyes from somebody that has done it before? And so it's kind of like buying a house without getting an inspector, hiring an inspector, right? Or going to a court without hiring a lawyer.
Right.
Mike is just fantastic. He sees some of our blind spots.
Mm-hmm.
He just shows us kind of where we're missing, where we can improve on, but is always just very encouraging. So
I will also say with Mike, it's been great as working together with husband and wife. We kind of are always looking at the business in it. And so he's always been able to give us fresh eyes. And sometimes we get a little off track and not focused. And he's always able to pull us in and really show us where the value is, where to keep our business going, and the momentum that needs to happen.
Yeah, you guys have done a really good job of that too. And it's hard to balance the business, the husband and wife team and family all in one. So, and your best days are ahead of you. Well, let's talk a little bit about, like, in terms of sales and profit, what have you seen in the time that we've working together? And then what's that look like? What type of improvement have you seen like over the last year? That's something people get pretty interested in, is how's it actually helping business owners on the top and bottom line?
Absolutely. I think in the beginning, from where we started to now, we know we have doubled from where we were. And in this last year, so we're getting close to our third year, we have had quite a bit of growth. And we're looking at the last few months, it's been about 30% increase. So we're starting to see it really start to take flight, and it's exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited for you too. And I think, we talked about this today a little bit, the business owner black hole, that 300, 400, 500 to a million. That's the hard place. And making the right decisions and starting to get on the other side of that. And now you're starting to buy back your time. You're hiring people to help you within your business so that you can start working on your business. So is there anything else that comes to mind that, if you're talking to somebody who's thinking about the possibility of having a coach or getting somebody to help them, any other big benefit that you can think of that you haven't already mentioned?
Mike always helps us with our mindset too. Like, we have days where we get on the call with him and things aren't going well. And so he has a great way of bringing us back to where we need to be and focusing on the things that we need to focus on. But I also really enjoy the group the group meetings that Mike puts on with other business owners.
Yeah.
If there's networking that goes on, I mean, I have grown my network just from that alone. So.
A really good point. I didn't even think about that, but that's obviously that's one of the big benefits is when you become part of this, when you get into coaching, you become part of that community and you're with a group of like-minded business owners who they want to get better at everything they do, mindset, business, how to balance family and work. And it is really cool to be a part of a community like that. So I really appreciate you mentioned that. And I want to give you guys credit too. You've done a great job in terms of mindset and just keeping your head and your mind focused forward. And it's not easy. Anybody who says that this is easy and you just need to do a couple things and it's all going to be great, they're just not living in the real world. But it can get consistently better. And you guys have done a really great job.
When I remember when we started working with you, Mike, and just even as a business coach, you kind of just think of like the numbers and yes, the numbers are 100%, like they are very, very valuable and important. But during the course of this time that we've worked together, we have had a lot of challenges that have come our way that we just didn't even know how to navigate through. As a business owner, nobody tells you, there's no really handbook of the things and situations that will come your way. And every time we have been able to talk it through with you, and there's always been value in it. We've always been able to figure out a solution or work through it. And that for me has probably been the most important, is having another support system within our business. And so I think there's a lot of layers into having you as a business coach. And I think there's just so much value that somebody will see by hiring you.
To add to that, because it's kind of goes with that. It's specifically a situation we were in this year where we had a customer went sideways on us, and he really went sideways, and we were struggling on how to deal with him and how to, we were doing the best we could in as far as keeping track of all correspondences. But Mike came in and just, once we said, Mike, we've done all we can do. We need your help on this one. He said, very confidently, this is what you need to do. You need to write this verbatim. Then you're going to do this. And these are the reasons why. And he knows like the psychology of people. I mean, he was dead on. And this guy went away because the email that Mike really helped us craft, I think I added a couple words to it, but it was so well done. And that's just one example of so many that we have that we can thank you for. So
I'm really glad we were able to really process that. And you give me a lot of credit and I appreciate that, but it was a team effort and brainstorming, and, I'm glad it worked out. There's no guarantee on some of those things, right?
Yeah.
But that was really helpful.
Yeah.
There's one thing too that I want to share real quickly. I heard someone else say this during COVID, and it really stuck with me. And I haven't brought it up in a long time, but I need to. And what he said was, you have 100% track record of getting through everything life has thrown at you. And think about that. You do. You're still here, right?
Yeah.
So whether you have a coach or not, you do have 100% track record of getting through everything. And whatever you're going through, you're going to get through it. You can get through it faster, possibly better with advice, but very, very few things in life, and nothing for those of us who are still here has overcome us yet. So that gives us great reason to have great hope. And I try to remember that. I think it gets buried in my head, and I need to share that more often. So I appreciate you, Christina, mentioning that. If somebody's on the fence and, they're thinking, well, should I at least take the time to have this guy do a review of my business and tell me what he thinks? I don't charge for that, but is it at least worth that? What would you tell somebody?
Oh yeah, 100%. I would say at least, hear Mike out and see what he has to offer, because I guarantee he's going to have things to offer you and to help you grow your business. 100%.
I like using examples. Would you buy a house without a realtor? Would you, it's just an extra set of eyes from absolute world-class business coach that, we've been with for going on 2 years. And he's a part of our team. We love him. He's helped us. he is absolutely the best coach that I've ever seen. Period. I mean, serious.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
very
I'm just,
kind.
I say,
I really
everything.
appreciate that. Well, it's, the neat thing about what I do is when I work with people like you guys make me better too, because things that I learn working with you and we work through, that can be an example that I can apply to somebody else. So, you get a lot, but you also give a lot back too. And it
That's
contributes
right.
to what I'm able to do and help other people. So next time somebody has a customer who gets sideways, I'll be able to share the details of how it worked out in this case. Anyway,
Yeah.
love you guys. Really appreciate you guys taking the time to do this. And I know other people will be blessed to hear what you've seen and heard and what you've said. And maybe it'll help them improve their business as well and their overall personal life.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Well, you guys have a great day and I'll look forward to talking to you soon. All right.
Thanks, Mike.